no veas, a Sevilla. Y al último que cuando ya salió la bien de regla.
It is Thursday on Raid Shadow Legends, but you knew that, and today is back to the live arena grind, if I could call it the live arena grind, because if you see by my season points so far and total games played, I have not been grinding. The top guys up there, yeah, they've been grinding. Most of their games, they're getting pared down so much they're getting +1 a win. Fortunately, it's not -9 a loss. If they somehow lose, it's just -3. But it does mean that sometimes what they're doing is, if they somehow lose 2 in a row, they will then tank the third game if it's a lobby, and they're going against a bot, because the bot is equal rating, so that's how they get a +9 instead of a +1. Anyway, that's something a bit useless for you regarding the top dogs. Let's just get started, shall we? Not sure how many games I'm quite in the mood for today. Looks like going to be against the top dogs, as I mentioned, but first we're going to be taking Fabian in each game because, as I mentioned earlier, Marius is not the easiest champ for me to pick nowadays. I can't really go first with him, and 4-piece Stone Skin by itself is not enough to defend him. Past that, he gets locked out, or burned, or bombed, and you can usually expect to see some mix of Carnage, Anomaly, Marius as the other two, but what we're going to be picking, because we're planning to play these games as much as possible, is Predator and Nace. Now, both these champions, I'd say, need no introduction, but really, the introduction is that your entire team can get one shot apart from them, and they can just hard 1v4 match. Now, my opponent has picked Star Sage and free-to-play Star Sage in the form of Hildy, so we're going to need something that deals with those. So we need red champions. Who am I going to pick? Well, green champions, I'm going to take Carnage. And then, because there's quite a few in terms of buffs, etc., we're going to take Volcanoes. Because Volcanoes Carnage is always a very decent pairing. Volcanoes burns off all the stone skins, and yeah. What are worse in terms of carries here? Anomaly or Marius? I kind of want to say I'm worse into Anomaly. Okay, they have banned the Carnage, so now Volcanoes is mostly useless because of Star Sage's block debuffs, but we'll work with it from there. There was other options I could have possibly picked, but I'm probably going to save them for another time because I have a couple ideas what to do with them. Now, it is a 1-star Marius, so he might have a little bit of difficulty in terms of clearing us out. Okay, wonderful submission there. Throws a HP burn back at her. Throws a freeze back at her. And Fabian does not care if he's frozen. Now I've used enough buffs that I've got Supersonic set, and see, this here is the issue with Marius. He gets locked out, and then he really just can't do much. There you go. Like that, he can't do that either. And then we'll just take you out. That's 2 stacks for Predator, and this game is already over. Yeah, that's just the issue he has. Gets locked out, and yeah, that's why we banned Anomaly there, because Anomaly was probably higher speed as well, so yeah. Okay, next game. Of course, if I felt like it, I could have done the funny in terms of using the Permadeath skill on Predator, but I wanted to see if I could kill Star Sage right through passive. Turns out I couldn't. He was 1 HP, but I mean, what's he going to do at that point, right? The only carry is Permad, and everyone else is just going to get wandered, and the Arbiter is useless at that point. Okay, so Marius, Carnage. It's a 0-star Carnage, so I am not really worried about this. In fact, if he wants to take Anomaly, he can have it. It's more important that I take both of these, because they defend themselves much better. Because once Anomaly gets to alt form, he can start doing some pretty funny stuff, but he has to get there first. Until then, he's got the same problem as anyone else who's in 4-piece Stone Skin, where they can just get bombed, burned, or blown right through, because there's plenty of indoor Stone Skin in the game right now. Or in terms of champions like Geralt, bows who'll kill you right through it without cracking roots. Like, Garrel is definitely... okay. This is last pick Hilvi, isn't it? Okay, well, in that case, I'm going to take Hilvi. Who else am I going to take? I'm banning who here? Honestly, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take Donatello, because he's a Magma Shield, so if Marius tried to do the Death or Glory, he's going to instead just be, well, dead. Unless they 4P Stone Skin and don't self-buff, in which case we're not going to kill anything, because I'm under a bolster. Alright, so in that case, I will probably get rid of the... What is counter pick going to be? Because already we could tell that that was a Hilvi last pick, but nah, I'm taking that first. Duchess. Okay, honestly, who am I worried about here? Actually, no, I can't have him have volcanoes because otherwise Fabian Supersonic will kill me. So, yeah. And he bans Fabian anyway. Fabian, however you want to pronounce it. I've mispronounced so many names at this point, but no one's ever corrected me, so either I'm correct or people just aren't watching. I mean, that's fine. Okay, so first off, let's see whose stone's going to take off them. The answer is all of them, and this Duchess is not fast. Alright, so let's do this. Do I freeze? No. Okay. In that case, let's get rid of you. And okay, I mean that works. Wait, how did I not place Hunter's Gaze, by the way? Does he have Hand of Uncreation? I guess he had Hand of Uncreation. Okay. I'd like my cooldowns back, please. And I'm enfeebled, so can't really do a whole lot here. I'll just do this to put damage on them. And then... I still can't get the timing right. Okay, your entire team is down for the count, sir. We'd like to leave the game. I think he's just disgusted by that, what happened. Alright, next game. I mean, I'm not exactly going against Mr. Bill, Crypto, any of the big dogs from New Ability Faction here, but it's honest work, right? Or is it dishonest because I'm picking Nathan Predator? Okay, Anomaly right off the bat. In that case, I will take Fabian and Predator. Predator is someone who I'm going to be picking every game, so if you're a bit tired of seeing this absolute degenerate champion, then yeah, it's not going to get better. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Okay, well, 9-piece Hilvi is very good into Gizmac, so we'll take her as our Comfort Reviver. Theodosia versus free-to-play Theodosia. There's some people who didn't do this deck of Fate that were perfectly capable of, by the way. I don't really understand the logic behind that, but each to their own. And this might be a full team of red borders. Let's see what it's going to be. Marius is still open, which just goes to show how much this champion has fallen out of favour nowadays. And no, I disagree with either of those. Alright, who am I taking? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take you. And ban you. And see what happens. Right now, I'm trying to bait him into banning Hilvi because the rest of my team is pretty good into this, but we'll see what happens. Maybe I've overestimated myself. If I do, I'll take the loss. My other options were a second Mercurial Reviver, so I could have taken Raglin, or, I mean, I don't think I can pick Pythian, because I think I forgot to put him in the PvP setup. He's in the Chimera setup right now. Right, how are we doing this? I have 2 carries both in Wand of Submission. Go on, man. Show him what you're worth. You say he dodges it? Yep, he dodges it. We're fine. Alright, now let's lock them all out. And I could probably phase this. Okay. And weak Predator. Okay, in that case I'll do this because okay, this Theodosia has very little resistance. My Tormin does not have most accuracy in the world. I'm a bit sad about that actually, but I think it's just missed helmet smash again because he isn't 6-piece merciless, so he should kill that, but I guess he just didn't. I'm doing this. Okay. Smart disc. Like I said, I've never really watched Alien vs Predator all the way through, but I have a few things about how the Predator is a pretty cool guy. He goes against Alien and doesn't afraid of anything. Or Arnold Schwarzenegger, but I'm pretty sure that it's in his contract that he can't really be shown losing a fight. So, or is that Jason Statham and Dwayne Johnson and Vin Diesel? I think those are 3 actors who, unless they are casting as the villain in the film, they can't be portrayed losing a fight. Okay, so he's taken Predator, which is to the surprise of no one, but I'm still going to take Nace here, even though this is double red and not looking that great. And then I will take Carnage. And I'll try and flex into the Volcanos XDD setup if I can, otherwise I'll just go like Hilvy and someone else and just ban Predator, because Predator's going to do terrible things to me. Okay, yeah, that's an Odin. I need Hilvy and I need another carry, I think. Which of these are good in 2? Anomaly. And the answer is, honestly, not really any of them. However, there's no lockout, so I can possibly take Marius here and work from there. Unless we last pick Crixia, in which case this might look a little bit bad. Also, yeah, I've fixed the 0-star Garrel. I mean, Garrel is kind of OP now, but I will just fight into her and ban Marius, which is fine, because Marius is the worst part of my team here. I do have ways around block damage unkillable. Odin places block damage, Garrel places unkillable. I can go through both. And already I'm locking them out. Garrel is in 9 Mercurial. Okay, wait, 9 Merc, 9 Merc, 9 Merc, okay. However, that does not stop lockouts. Let's see. Let's see if I can freeze the Anomaly and second Permadeath him. Actually, I probably can't. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Odin's robot. There we go. Down he goes. Alright, and next is going to be... tell you what I'm going to do. Let's brick you, and then if we have his turn meter back, we can then permadeath him. Unless Garrel goes first, or she cleanses. I mean, she should be locked out from Temporal Stagnator, but, oh, Garrel's going to go first. Alt form. Here we go. It's hammer time. I'd like my team back, please. And... okay, let's go for that. Wasn't trying to kill him really, but, you know. And my opponent gives up the game. Knew it was going to happen next. Right, next game. Like I say, it's really hard for a 0-star 9 Mercurial Garrel to kill a Naze. Everything else, obviously, she will blow right through because that champion's damage is no joke nowadays. Do not underestimate her. But, I mean, there's only so greedy you can get. Okay, so this is a struggle team, I want to say. His first pick's Arbiter and a 0-star Granite. I'm surprised. Did he even fuse Granite or just get him out of an Ancient Shard and think, he ignores Stone Skin. It should be fine, right? Okay, Hilvy and who else am I going to deal with? Honestly, let's just free pick this and just take Carvelax. We know that at least one of those is not in Stoneskin Feral, so they're going to have to ban it if they want to go first. And Eostrid, okay. I mean, I think I'd rather deal with Granite than a 5-star Zarius, so let's work with that. Because Granite A1, A3 is a single hit, so it can't, like, just go right through Nace. He has, like, Death Dealer or something, which he obviously doesn't have. Death Dealer Granite would be an interesting choice. Okay, yeah, I see why he banned Carvelax now. His entire team is unprotected. Sure. Go on, dodge. Thanks, I now 1% max HP. Alt form, we're going to try and buff strip me. You can't do anything to Hilvy. Okay, who we're hitting? Fabian? Okay, goes right through Praetor. Tell you what, let's take all these off. Okay, Star Sage has a lot of resistance. My Hilvy's just not got very much accuracy. She's like 450. And let's just permadeath you. 293,000, although that's Nate's passive where I gain 5% tamp every 10% HP they've lost. And our opponent's a little bit stuck, I'd say. Star Stage has been wandered, and neither of these have any way to do much about this. Okay. Let's do that. I'd like my team back, please. And okay, he doesn't even let me have it. Okay, next game. I really should just try and put some time off stream to get to a more decent ranking. I've left it a little bit too late, I think, in terms of myself dodging all of the Mega Pigs who I would just die to in 10 seconds flat, and now I've gone too far down below. So put it this way, I'm not at least like England at the World Cup where they go against nobodies each year. We have all of the analysts saying we're looking better than ever, and then they go against Germany or Brazil or Italy or whoever else is winning at the time. I don't watch World Cup, I'm not interested in football, and then they lose. After all, regarding groups of animals, there are differences in how they're named in the UK as they are to elsewhere. So, normally, a group of lions is called a pride. Like, if you see the 6 lions, that's a pride. If you see 5 lions, that's a pride. If you see 4 lions, that is also a pride. And if you see 3 lions, that's shame. If anyone read the Private Eye about 10 years ago, then they probably would have got reference better than intended. Who we're banning here? I don't like this that much. So let me just take Donatello, because Donatello does deal with anyone who dies to their own damage pretty handily. I think they're probably banning Hilvy here again because it's only a Reviver. But they have counter picks, so this might be one that I drop. Yeah, okay, this one's a bit challenging. I said before that Marius and Anomaly is the best thing to fight into Nature Predator, and this is what it's going to be. So, here, they're probably banning Hilvy, so I'm going to get rid of Gallius. Bans Nace, okay. That is fine, I guess. Honestly, I would say out of the two that Predator has a better matchup into this team than Nace does, because Predator may just dodge Marius's A2 entirely, but I could be wrong. Okay, so first off, they are very slow. This is quite a slow R base, like 350, so it shouldn't do a whole lot. And again, this issue of Marius, he just gets locked out. And now they are a bit vulnerable. Okay, she's going to alt form. That does not bother me. because Predator has another way of getting rid of this. Let me just take these off, and I'll boost here, and then Smart Disc claims 4 more victims for Predator to take Conquest. He never gets old. Same guy. There's a chance that he just leaves immediately, or he bans Predator this time. Alright. So, the information we have here is that our Fabian is faster than his R base. And the rest of his team is not particularly tanky or fast. And if he has Predator, he's absolutely picking him, like, there's no question at all. Has he put the 40 quid, $50, 80 Canadian dollars, whatever it is into this game? Oh, come on, don't slow roll just because. Okay, thank you, right. Okay, pick up the same again. I mean, if he wants to run it back, we'll also run it back. I think he'll ban Fabian this time. Now he knows that Fabian's faster. He might pick the same things. If he picks the same things, I will as well. Wait, who was my 5th pick that game? I've already forgotten. Oh, it's Donatello, wasn't it? Hold on. Yeah, okay. He'll the Donatello. I have confidence enough in both of these carries to do as need to. In fact, why am I calling them carriers? I mean, people call them nukers, but is this really going to be the salty run back? It's actually just the salty run back. What's he hoping for, like 3% or something? I don't know. Okay. Let's see where it goes. Maybe there's something I didn't consider this time around. Okay, again, so... Oh, I think it was because I took off the stone skins with Fabian. But no, I took them off again. Besides, I have 2 buff strips. I have Hilvi and Fabian. I don't really know what he's planning to do here. Oh, she dodged. Okay. But we'll take these off. And boosts. And now we will gain full stacks with the Smart Disc. And this is looking very bleak for my opponents. I'm sorry. This is just the nature of the game. And Fabian last hits because, you know, supports don't do damage, by the way. Supports can't kill anything. Okay, next game. I'll probably just do the set of 10 here on recording, so it's not taking 10 years. And then I'll off-stream a bunch and maybe do this the other way. If this really is going to be just a full day of myself stomping people who are far below my pay grade, like this level 89 over here. Normally the 89s usually end up having like empowered red borders, but just questionable gear. And this is not one of them, so my pattern recognition sometimes fails me. Okay, Fabian Predator. Or is it Predator? No, it's not Predator. It's not Predator. If you can't get that, then I'm accepting of your method of doing things, but they're wrong. Okay, so that is... So here I'm going to take an ace and deny a turtle, in case he's trying to just like pick the entire turtles comp on me, minus Michelangelo or Raphael, because he can't pick all 4 of them now he's taken Anomaly and Armand's first. Armand's also someone that's fallen off because of Wand and Mercurial, but I'm glad to see the back of him, because that was a pretty dismal time back on release when he was 98% pick rate, 98% ban rate, and generally won any match that he wasn't stat checked in. Like, sure, you can say the counterplay for anything is outspeed, CC one-shot it. Oh, no, he took Hilvi. Okay. Now that I've got to think about things. Who am I taking? Do I just take another carry? What if I just took Carnage? What if I just took Carnage and who am I banning? Let's just ban Hilvi. I know how this is going to work. If Raphael can last hit someone ally attack, he's going to permadeath them, but good luck doing that. I'm behind quite a lot of self-defense mechanisms, apart from Carnage, who's a bit vulnerable, but yeah, nowadays Stone Skin Cage is considered vulnerable it is what it is. Times change, sort of matters. There were times when Valkyrie was considered to be top-end obnoxious with a gigantic shield, but, I mean, Valkyrie is probably not a champion that you've even seen being referenced in... Wait, his team has no protection, hello? Wait, can I just... Okay, down you go. Can I... brick you? I can, okay. Debuff spreads. Down you go. Go on then, Raphael, what you got? The answer is not a whole lot. Okay. I'm sorry. You shouldn't be in that game. Next match. I mean, that one was just gear check. I don't think my champions I picked even mattered there, but it does help to have a little bit of insurance in case they are better than that. Okay. And if you notice there's someone else who I'm also not picking these games, it's Anomaly. Why? I just like Predator more. I think he's more reliable, and yeah. I mean, if Predator is picked away, I don't have other good choice of carries, I'll take Anomaly. He is fully built still, but... Okay, so there's no lockout so far, so I'm safe to take this. 0-star Theodosia. Okay, that's a lockout, that's fine. We'll take Donatello, and who are banning? Say 4-star Carnage. I was going to rid of Marius, I think that's the safest option. Now this is a slight bad matchup, Predator into Carnage because of weak affinity, but I'm a little bit confident in myself, I can still make it work. So I better drink here the entire time that I've not had time to go through, because, you know, can't drink it through the scarf, and if I pull this down, I will scare away all my remaining viewers and then get arrested for actually being an elephant seal. Elephant seals aren't allowed to make videos on YouTube, that's against TOS. Unless it's Neil the seal, in which case, yeah, he's allowed to do that. Okay, am I locked out? I did not say. Okay, alt form. How are we doing this? Nope. Okay, I mean, block buffs is not that important. Oh, he's blocked passive. He's not blocked anything else. This is looking a little bit bad now. Unless... Oh, I am locked out. Okay, can I have a turn, please? My Predator's not that slow. I don't think so. Okay. Swift parry. He's 1 HP. Am I dead? I am sort of dead. Okay. This is looking a little bit bad now. Unless... Nope. And... Yeah, supports aren't broken, by the way. They're just 1v1 attack mythicals. Oh, I've got clear box before I go any further. Not great. I'll reroll that. 5-star and 5-star. How are we doing Primal Quartz? 230. Got one more game in us, then I will let you go. That was the one that seemed a bit questionable, but that was because a few things went wrong there. Predator had to fill 50-50 to get locked out. Donatello had to not... Donatello had to... Let me think before I speak here. Had to not weak hit on Donatello. Okay, I'll just take both of these here. And, well, Predator was blocked passive past a certain point, so... Because Carnage, I think passives like Carnage get around Predator's evade because he only evades skills and not effective passives, which is why he always gets set on fire at the start by Gizmac HP burn. But then what? But then dodges the actual hit. Okay, what's this? Okay, in that case, I'll take both of my comfort picks and I'll counter pick from there. Also, Donatello doesn't have crit. I just crit twice because of strong affinity. And Shuzan Carnage. Okay. Who am I more worried about here out of all of these? Apart from... not really anyone. Tell you what, let me take Raglan and ban Marius, because Raglan can't be locked out, so Fiber's not going to do a whole lot to her. And then the one issue is if Predators just gets permad, because both his carries here are capable of permadeath, unless they just miss everything, which is possible. Alright, let's see. Was that Temporal Chains? Yeah, Temporal Chains 6-star on Fabian, which isn't that important to us. Okay, I believe I got locked out. Dodge that. Who you hitting? You don't have a good target. That's fine. I'd like to boost, please. Oh, Predator's got block active on him, so that's going to be a bit awkward. Instant turn onto Anomaly. Or Carnage. Anomaly, okay, sure. Hilvy's a bit vulnerable here. Okay, dodge. Go on. Disagree with that one. Well, we are locked out, and I don't think using the heal here really does anything for me. I mean, sort of... Okay, Carnage is actually pretty good to Mukuro because his counter attacks take 2 stacks off him, so now I'm quite vulnerable. Let's just jump on him, set him back. Okay, I've got a stack now. This is looking a bit bad. Of course I fail it, okay. It's not looking good. We might drop this one. Don't dodge it, and I'm dead, okay, right. I mean, that's a little bit late now, I'd say. Okay, yeah. The 10 and 0 would have been nice, but hey. Oh, dodge. Heal up. Nah, it's over, okay. Block passive, okay, right, yeah. Alright, would be nice to have a 10 and 0, but instead we're getting a 9 and a 1. What have I done differently that game? I'll check back afterwards. I guess it's not really worth thinking about too much. And yeah, that'll be self. So if I go through my battle log real quick, then yep. Who banned that game? It was nice, wasn't it? Yeah, it was nice. Okay, the rest was kind of all. This one was interesting. He picked the exact same thing twice, expecting different results. I really don't get that one, but. Yeah. Who else could I have taken? Raglan was not going to be helpful. I suppose I could have taken Calvalax, I guess. Yeah. The issue with Calvalax is that, sure, he traded 1-for-1 with Shuzan at the start, but then, can I win the 3v3 afterwards because Calvalax is useless past that point? And I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, I really don't have anything more to say. That is 10 games, and I'm going to just do the rest off recording to kind of like get through some of this, depression-y low that I'm at right now, and that's it. So, yeah, we're done. See ya.